You're watching Grizzly News Network.
This week, students across the country celebrate their teachers. Coming up, how students on this campus say thank you.
And if you're looking for a way to make an impression on your next job interview, we have details on how you can get some new clothes.
Plus, Grizzly News sports reporter Jackson Cox sits down with the state long jump champion Cam Massey on his big win. All these things and more on
Grizzly News Network.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that rap.
It's Teacher Appreciation Month, and I have a question for you. Who is your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher is Coach Story
Why is Coach Curry your favorite teacher?
because she's just a great coach and just a teacher also for English.
Question for you is, who is your favorite teacher?
Mr. Lundquist.
Why?
Well, because he's a good teacher and he explains stuff pretty well and he works with the students.
Alright, Nevaeh, it's Teachers Appreciation Month, and I got a question for you. Who is your favorite teacher at Northside High School?
Miss Lowe,
Why is Miss Lowe your favorite teacher?
because she's understandable.
Good morning, Grizzlies. Today is Friday, May 12th. I'm Shyla Gonzalez.
And I'm Dania Verastico. We start today's show with a reminder that semester exams are just in a couple weeks. If you have no more than 3 absences and have a C or better in all your classes, then you don't have to take the exams.
But if you aren't exempt, then the exam days start on Tuesday, May 30th and continue to May 31st. June 1st will be a makeup day, but has to be approved by admin, so watch out for that day.
Reminder that the 2023 senior graduation next week on Friday, May 19th. Graduation will take place here in the football stadium. The ceremony will start at 7. This is your chance to wish our seniors well as they go on to the rest of their lives. So make sure to show support and attend graduation.
Students, time is running out, so now should be the time to pay your fees from the delinquent list. Seniors, if you plan on graduating without any debt, get that money in. If you don't know where the delinquent lists are, they are hung up by the media center and by the cafeteria. If your name is on the list, pay those debts to their respective people.
Students, do you plan on being the next Da Vinci or work in the arts? Well, Peak has a new art and design program. They have many to choose from, like graphic design, special effects, brand designer, and so much more. To enroll, scan the flyer QR code or go to peakinnovationcenter.com.
Grizzlies, do you want to compete in Splatoon and Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros. For our school's team? In that case, there will be an informational meeting next week on Tuesday, May 16th at 4 p.m. The meeting will be held in room 104. If you have any questions, email Ms. Coates at 8coates1@fortsmithschools.org.
In other news, as the school year comes to a close, Chromebooks will be checked into the Media Center. You will need both your Chromebook and Chromebook charger. If there is a problem with any of these items, see the Media Center immediately to get that fixed.
It makes it easier to bear. You won't regret it, no. Young girls, they don't forget it. No.
Grizzlies, throughout this year at Northside, is there a teacher that has pushed you to be the best you can be and that you think should get more appreciation? Well, Teacher of the Year voting is here. Make sure to click the Schoology link and get your votes in.
This week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and we want to appreciate all the teachers here at Northside who work hard every day, in and day out, to help our students reach their potential. So on behalf of Northside, thank you. With the year coming to an end, the Northside Grizzly Band would like to introduce their 2023-2024 marching show titled Ofrendas, Celebración de Vida, featuring La Llorona, Dance Macabre, Remember Me, and Dazón No. 2. We can't wait to see what this year brings from our Grizzly Marching Band.
On the topic of band, we would like to congratulate the new 2023-2024 Band Varsity Grizzly Guard. This year, the Guard has 23 members. And here are the new leadership positions. Mariela Martinez as captain, Melanie Correa as senior lieutenant, Patsy Graham as junior lieutenant, Esmeralda Uribe as sophomore lieutenant, and Addie Acevedo as social officer. Congrats to the new team.
Mi amor, te declaro con estos versos que si yo no te tengo me siento vacío.
Te baño con besos, sé que te gusta. Amaneciendo a tu lado yo no pido más.
Sé que tú me quieres, soy para ti hermosa. Tú tienes las llaves de mi corazón, mija.
Yo pienso que las estrellas están en tus ojitos porque en la noche sí brillan.
Y yo
What's up, Grizzlies? I'm on Gnn, and you're tuned into 90 Second Sports. Let's get started. Your Lady Bears had their last away game before state last Friday. They ended up playing the Springdale Lady Bulldogs and won with a score of 10-7. The Lady Bears and Grizzlies have their first round of state playoffs this week. Your Lady Bears will play Thursday and match up against the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. I'm confident in their ability to win this game, and if they do end up winning, they'll move on to the second round of playoffs and play the Rogers Ladies Mounties. Your Grizzly baseball team finished off the season with a pretty good record of 11-8, and their first round of playoffs will be happening this week as well. That's all we've got for 90 seconds. Remember, if you want your sport mentioned here on Grizzly News, be sure to email Ms. Jennings to get that done. Her email is ojennings@fortsmithschools.org. Before we go, we want to let you know about baseball tryouts. If you want to join, the team tryouts are Tuesday, May 23rd, and Wednesday, May 24th at Hunts Park. Tryouts start at 5:30 both days. You will need to bring a copy of your current physical, gloves, a helmet, a bat, and remember to wear baseball attire. That's it for 90 seconds. Let's send it over to Jax for Sports Desk.
Welcome back, Grizzlies, to another edition of Sports Desk. I'm your host, Jackson Cox, and I'm here with Grizzly track and football superstar Cam Massey. What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Just chilling.
So, on last Thursday, you competed in the state track meet, and you did the long jump, got first place by, a good margin. Mm-hmm. And so, what was it like for you going from a regional track meet to going to state with every team in the state?
Northside and track were in 6A West, and regionals, we would go to Northwest Arkansas, and we competed against all those teams up there in that area. And it compared to like all over the state, like Little Rock and Jonesboro and all those other schools in 6A. It's definitely different, and it's a lot more people too. Mm-hmm. So it's honestly, it is fun though, but yeah, nothing too much.
And do you think the competition is harder, or for you, is it just the same?
I guess for me it's the same, but the competition is definitely harder. Even our own teammate, he was right there behind me in state, Takevion King. He was just about 4 inches behind me, but he's too mad he couldn't beat me. Too mad.
And also, during the meet, it was raining the whole time. Mm-hmm. And how does that affect you, like mentally and with your technique, just going through your jumps?
So it's At the time, it was cold and rainy, so most of the time I was in a sweater and pants, and I was just stay warm. I was trying to stay warm for as long as possible, and I just really we didn't have as much time to prepare, to get our run throughs and practice anything else, because it was pouring and we couldn't, and the sand, from the water having it rained on, it hardened up a little bit. We try to keep it as fresh as possible. Yeah. But even the sand hardened up, and it was just a sequence of events.
And yesterday at the combine, we'll get to that later, but your mom was talking to Buzz on the broadcast, and she was talking about how when you were smaller, you would go to the track with her, and you knew you could always jump. So, or when was it for you that you were like, all right, I might not run in track, but I'm that guy jumping?
So back when my older brother, he was in 5th and 6th grade, when the elementaries would have track meets, and we would go out and practice. And my mom would practice with him mainly because he was the one in track at the time. And I would be in 3rd and 4th grade, something like that. And he would have to practice, and then I would just do it for fun, really. And then when I got to that point where I had track meets, and I would win 5th and 6th grade, I was just it's just a boost, you know? And even just continuing to win in this specific event, that made me realize that this is my thing.
And going to the combine, you ran amazing at your 40-yard dash, low 4.3, which a lot of NFL guys don't even run at the draft combine. And so, what was it like for you practicing and getting your technique right in the build up to this combine?
Yeah, so around, I want to say February, we started speed training. It was just Coach Curry, he would just have a lot of us that was doing the combine, do speed training, practice pretty much most of the drills that we did at the combine. And it was at that point to where I would surprise Coach Curry with the times I had. And it was just, I didn't expect to run it either. And because even our fastest guys, they barely ran it. And it's just, it was just crazy. It's just too crazy to believe.
Were you surprised whenever, did you even get your time after your first run?
Well, they said, I overheard Coach Curry, he said it out loud. He said, I think 4.36 or something like that. Or someone else said something 4.31. I was I didn't even know what it was, but my dad asked me what it was, and I told him. He was shocked because I think he barely ran that.
Yeah, and then also congratulations to you. You got your first official D1 offer from Arkansas State. And what was that like? Because a lot of people, they'll talk to coaches over the summer or during the season, and then they'll finally get the offer, maybe not in person, but over a text. So what was it like for you to get that offer in person and face-to-face to him?
So I do remember last year, Coach Curry, he would have coaches come through and we would talk to him. And but at the combine, Arkansas State, after all the testings, after I did the 40 and all that, he came up to me and he asked me a couple questions. And then once we started the receiver drills, he would come from time to time. We've had 3 or 4 different conversations, and he would just ask me different things. And as he asked me about my grades, he told me that he wanted me to come up for some camps. And then it was the 3rd or 4th conversation. He was I'm going to go ahead and offer you. And it was just too hard to believe. It's still processing to this day right now. So,
well, congratulations to you and good luck in your future. And hopefully you get more D1 offers. And that's it for this edition of Sports Desk Grizzlies. And we hope to see you back again next week.
Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we're going before we get lost. Let me our thoughts. Can't get what we want without knowing. I've never felt like this before. I apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Figure out.
That's a wrap for this week's show. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.